Hey guys, it's your Tech Girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So for today, as promised, we will be talking about the HUAWEI Pura 70 Ultra. Recently guys, pinag-usapan natin yung Pro version, which is yung medyo mas mura kaysa dito sa Ultra. We also talked about the HUAWEI Watch Fit 3. Actually, I noticed na medyo maraming launches si HUAWEI ngayon and I think there will be more on the following days. Pero bago dumating yon, ito munang utang ko sa inyo. Before anything else, to set the record straight, itong HUAWEI Pura 70 Ultra that I am reviewing is a China roam. So even though HUAWEI sent me to Shenzhen, China, bumili pa rin ako ng sarili kong unit dahil gusto kong ma-differentiate yung China roam doon sa global units that they launch. So yup, this HUAWEI Pura 70 Ultra has 5G and is running on Harmony OS. So yes, medyo may advantage kahit papano pag China roam yung unit. But I am in no way suggesting na bumili kayo sa gray market. Not unless, of course, you are already in China. And, of course, that's the only way you can get a unit. So, the HUAWEI Pura 70 Ultra. Does it really deserve the Ultra name? Obviously, this unit is the priciest flagship on the HUAWEI market. And right now, here in the Philippines, you can already purchase one. Sa pagkakaalam ko, tapos na rin kasi yung pre-order nila. So, yung mga official freebies ng HUAWEI ay hindi nyo na rin makukuha. Now, if you are a Filipino but currently residing in the US, HUAWEI devices is actually not accessible. So, yung worldwide launch nila excludes the United States. Anyway, alam naman nating lahat yung reputation ng P-series ng HUAWEI. This usually has the most innovative camera features and high-end specifications. And this year, they rebranded their P-series into Pura series, signifying, of course, their start of a new chapter, naming it from the word pure. So yup, the pronunciation is Pura and not Pura. So the Pura 70 Ultra has a 1-inch type sensor. It's a mechanical aperture that can switch from 1.6 to 4.0. But that is already old news. At the same time, this has a retractable camera lens. Ito rin yung reason why the phone is really thin, providing sufficient distance between the lens and sensor. This also has a 40 megapixels ultra-wide lens, a 50 megapixels 3.5x telephoto lens, and of course, a 13 megapixels selfie camera. Actually, madali mong malalaman if the photos are shot with the Ultra and the Pro. Every camera of this device captures lots of detail, always looking natural, realistic, and hindi overboard yung colors. And probably has one of the best dynamic range in the business. Actually, even the artificial bokeh is impressive. Halos matalo niya na yung ganda ng portrait lens na binibigay sa akin nung S24 Ultra. At the same time, these two cameras can shoot snapshot mode. This feature is designed to capture yung mga fast-paced action shots. So, kapag naka-turned on ito, yung camera will simultaneously capture a longer exposure and a quick exposure and blends them together with AI. Actually, yung shots nitong Ultra is really good. Halos walang motion blur and well-balanced din yung exposure. This is great if you like shooting sports or fast-moving subjects like your kids or your pets. At the same time, yung telephoto lens naman niya doubles up as a macro camera. Actually, this is the shortest focusing distance of any phone I have tried. So it's like a microscope but also not a microscope. So if you like taking photos of individual fibers or kaya naman tiny bugs, or if you have a business you want to capture more up-close shots like jewelry or insects, this might also be something you might want to consider. There's really not much to nitpick about the cameras of the 70 Ultra. Siguro kung medyo mas magiging specific na lang ako, especially on the video performance side, I still think the iPhone 15 Pro Max has the best video capabilities out there. Now quickly, yung design naman yung pag-usapan natin sa kanya. Alam ko, medyo kamukha siya doon sa HUAWEI Pura 70 Pro that we recently talked about. This is a fancy-looking device. I guess hindi nyo lang talaga masyadong ma-appreciate siya dahil puti nga yung kulay niya. But particularly yung green version nito and yung brown, grabe, sobrang ganda niya in person. Unfortunately, walang brown available dito sa Philippines, pero yung green meron naman. Every color, every option comes with a faux leather back panel and medyo may naka-emboss na cross-hatch pattern. At the same time, you also get a different box once you purchase the Ultra. Mas premium, pa-square din siya, and maganda rin yung casing na kasama sa kanya. They also arrange yung cameras niya in a unique triangular layout. Malaki yung main camera niya, but it's not as intrusive compared to the Oppo Find X7. By the way, yung moving part sa likod actually makes a sound every time it is activated, which really adds to the appeal. But from what I know, hindi ito pwedeng i-off. And again, the idea behind the retractable camera is to reduce the size of the camera bump. And that really helped. Mas madali siyang i-store sa bulsa. Unlike, again, yung mga smartphones na may malalaking camera bump like the Oppo Find X7 Ultra and even the Pixel 8 Pro. Now, performance. They are using Huawei's own Kirin 9010 SoC. Actually, yung restrictions or band kung tawagan natin ay kasama na dito yung restriction nila to use a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip. So, yup, that means, unfortunately, this phone lags behind the competition in terms of benchmark scores. Though, in normal daily use, I did struggle a bit to notice yung pinagkaiba niya. I guess it's also because Huawei's software is well optimized. Swiping between the operating system is still smooth, apps still open quickly, and animations never stutter. I guess kung sobrang into intensive gaming kayo, dito ko lang siguro siya hindi masyadong masasuggest. Now, in terms of user experience, sa tingin ko dito ko siya nakikitaan ng problematic area. Yung international or global version ng HUAWEI Pura 70 Ultra has the EMUI 14. So, lahat ng galing sa HUAWEI Philippines na bibilin nyo, naka-EMUI. It's really just that, again, yung unit na meron ako is from China, kaya po Harmony OS yung onboard sa kanya. Now, I know yung question is walang Google services. Actually, may mga ways around this, but most of them require some extra effort. Again, pwede, pero depende pa rin to sa level ng pagka-tech savvy mo. Anyway, the HUAWEI Pura 70 Ultra will get 2 major operating system updates and 3 years of security patches. Now, lastly, battery life. I guess ito yung area na kung saan medyo masasabi ko na pang ultra talaga siya. Because among the series, this has the biggest battery capacity at 5,200. At the same time, this has a larger capacity than most of its rivals. And this also resulted in an impressive runtime. Even with heavy use, usually I am still left with a 30 to 40% of battery. Actually, noong una akala ko nga it won't last that long considering na meron siyang moving parts. But surprisingly, I was able to squeeze 2 days max. Now, I'll cut the video short since most of the features is also present on the Pro unit and also mentioned already on our previous video. As someone who loves Huawei smartphones, ever since guys, alam nyo, fan na talaga ako specifically ng P-series nila. Pero kasi right now, medyo mahirap siyang i-recommend, especially the lack of 5G and yung lack of AI features niya na again, present on the China ROM version but not on the global units. But if you have been a Huawei user ever since and medyo maganda naman yung trade-in offer nila, at the same time, they really have a good set of freebies doon sa kanilang pre-order. Lastly, you have the cash to spare, of course, then definitely consider getting one. Just always remember, wag lang kayo masyadong magre-rely 100% doon sa naging experience ng ibang tao. Better to also be critical about it, lalong-lalo na if flagship devices yung bibilin nyo. So yup, to answer your question if it really does deserve the Ultra name, I would say yes. Lalong-lalo na if high-quality camera system ang hanap nyo sa isang smartphone. At the end of the day, it still is your decision and if you will consider all the factors I mentioned earlier. Anyway, that's basically it. Again, it's your Tech Girl Mary and see you in our next video. Bye!